Luxury, the art of living, glamour and palatial services for stars and the ultra-wealthy. An analysis from all corners of the globe. On one side, worlds of dreams and luxury for celebrities and wealthy clients. On the flip side, behind the scenes of a business with its codes, secrets, and star demands. Owning a yacht in the world of luxury is the ultimate status symbol. Exorbitantly priced boats that rent for up to 40,000 euros a day. The most expensive vacations in the world. But for a billionaire, the ultimate status symbol is buying their own yacht. An ultra-exclusive club, only 2,000 of the world's wealthiest individuals have indulged in such extravagance. Showbiz stars, princes, or businessmen with their boats, they set no limits for themselves. The top prize goes to Roman Abramovich, the Russian billionaire who treated himself to the world's largest yacht. The Eclipse, 163 meters long, estimated at 350 million euros. These exorbitantly priced boats generate an astonishing business, like that of brokers, yacht sellers ready to do anything to earn up to 600,000 euros on a single sale.
It's the same principle as real estate, really similar to luxury properties in the real estate market.
A market where prices are soaring because billionaires' whims have never been crazier, forcing manufacturers to perform feats.
We even had to land a helicopter on a 21-meter boat.
A deep dive into the world of celebrities, billionaires, and those who serve them. An extraordinary world where all dreams are possible, as long as you're a star. From Saint-Tropez, the world capital of the jet set, with its splendid yachts and flamboyant billionaires like Max Azria. This Frenchman, who has become the fashion mogul of America, arrives in Saint-Tropez for his summer vacation, a vacation that matches his extravagant lifestyle. Max Azria has treated himself to an exceptional yacht where he has invited his brother and their entire family. They're coming from all corners of the world.
Could you please move closer to the white sailboat? That's my brother.
Boss! Boss!
We're going to Nice, then we'll come back here.
When we return, drop anchor and tie up to the big boat.
Later is fine.
And here's the yacht the billionaire has treated himself to, reflecting his financial power. 70 meters long. It's one of the largest in the world. Max Azria will spend part of the summer there with his loved ones.
How are you? Fine, and you? It's good to see you again.
As soon as he arrives on board, he's welcomed like a king by the captain and his crew.
How are you, Sheridan? Glad to see you again. Hey, guys!
You! Hey, good to see you. You all ready?
The boss comes aboard, and the boat's crew stands at attention, offering a welcome worthy of a palace.
Ah, that feels good.
This Frenchman, based in the United States, heads a global ready-to-wear empire under his own name. In total, over 11,000 retail outlets worldwide. Today, his fortune is estimated at over $1 billion. An empire that has made him a friend to Hollywood stars. And that's why Max Azria can afford such a yacht for his vacation.
All right. This is my bedroom.
In total, on the boat, there are cabins like this one with all the comforts.
A small office here and 2 bathrooms.
2 bathrooms.
One for the lady, one for the gentleman.
Suites that can accommodate up to 12 guests. There are also 3 large lounges with giant screens in every corner. And for relaxation, a jacuzzi filled with seawater. Not to mention the large panoramic terraces spread across all decks.
Yes, magnificent.
The billionaire's vacation can begin.
What does a boat like this mean to you?
Yeah. It's just an object, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that it gives us rest and pleasure.
How long does it take to get to Nice? 2 hours. Do you want to leave now?
You're going now?
Yeah.
We're going to do our things.
We're off on an exceptional cruise, 10 days in the Mediterranean. It's going to cost Max Azria the trifling sum of 350,000 euros to sunbathe alone in the open sea, with staff at his disposal 24 hours a day.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm doing very well. And you?
I'm here.
In a few hours, the rest of the Azria family will join them for this exceptional cruise off the coast of Corsica, with a view of the Piana Calanques.
Absolutely magnificent, these rocks rising out of the sea. And the sea is so blue, the blue is so magnificent, it's incredible. It's relaxing and it's different and it's calm and it's just what we need. That's exactly why we came.
Billionaires and stars ready to go to any lengths for a yacht. As a result, sales skyrocketed by 30% last year, a windfall for all those who make a living behind the scenes from this amazing business. Monte Carlo. With its casino and beautiful sports cars. It's the perfect setting for an extraordinary show, the one for large luxury yachts. Worldwide, there are only 3 events to buy and sell these floating palaces. This year is an excellent vintage. About 100 yachts have made the trip, and half of them will find buyers. So the sellers must set themselves apart, thanks to options like this onboard submarine, worthy of a spy movie. Over the years, the show has become a matter of state. The Principality never misses an opportunity to invite world leaders for a visit like today, with King Juan Carlos of Spain, welcomed by Prince Albert.
Thank you.
These official visits are highly appreciated by the sellers, as they provide free publicity for the yacht. That's for the official showcase. But behind the scenes, a cutthroat battle is taking place with the key players who control the market.
For now, we've seen it. No, everyone's on edge, I think. He told me that quickly, but we'll look into it.
Folke de Reignac is a broker, an intermediary commissioned by owners to sell their yacht. And to get the best price, you first have to discover the product.
Hi, how are you? Perfect.
Do you know the boat?
I think I saw it 3 or 4 years ago at the show, so I need to take a quick look around. It's not always in mint condition. Perfect. Come on, let's go.
With Jeremy, his colleague, they only have 4 days to try and sell this yacht. A 37-meter yacht for 7 million euros. A medium-sized yacht, like many at the show. So the competition is fierce and there's little time to explore the boat.
We do have a shower, though.
Even the chairs are, in my opinion, quite enormous. Ah, yes, that makes an impression.
That's good.
But if he clinches the deal, Folke has made his season. He can pocket up to 600,000 euros in commission.
We're interested in the sale, which naturally motivates us to sell at the best price with the best margin for the company, etc.
It's the same principle as real estate. It's really similar to luxury properties in real estate.
So there's a standard for boats. We're at 10% commission on the sale price.
We have it exclusively, so we're the only brokers involved. If we have a direct client, we get the full commission.
The seller's strategy, to make visitors fall for spectacular equipment.
This basket is nice. It's very nice. It's a boat that's very appealing when loaded.
This French family seems interested. Falk ends the tour with the owner's suite, with a little extra that always makes a splash.
A very large volume in this master suite. Jacuzzi below. There's also an enclosed shower, but it's true that a bathtub like this is nice.
But despite Folke's efforts, yachts don't sell like hotcakes. Buyers always ask for reflection periods commensurate with the prices.
Generally, we don't actually finalize sales at the show. The person came to visit. Afterwards, they'll still take some time to think it over. Very good contact and interested people who are now buyers and have been waiting for a while, potentially deals to be made in October.
This French family will therefore give their answer in a month.
You've seen the boats, haven't you?
Thank you very much. Are you ready? Enjoy the rest of the show.
Wealthy clients who, once won over, will no longer watch their spending. At sea, life aboard these yachts is worthy of a palace. Back to Max Azria's yacht. If prices have skyrocketed, it's because billionaires want the comfort and services of a five-star hotel on board. In the kitchen, the staff is already busy preparing lunch. On the menu, seafood salad and salmon, as Max ordered from his chef.
He likes spicy things and seafood. It's my passion, so that works out well. We always try to get as much information as possible when we stock up so we can please them later.
To get things that they want.
The yacht has 2 cold rooms like these, which the crew has filled to the brim so that the Azrias don't lack anything. During the cruise, there will be 13 crew members in total at their service, which is 1 crew member per guest. Staff salaries can reach up to 5,000 euros per month. Add to that fuel and maintenance, and you need to spend an additional 10% of the boat's price each year.
Here, I'm cleaning the windows.
Why?
Because there's always salt on this side.
The rest of the Azria family has finally arrived in full.
Yeah, it's sort of funny.
And with guests. Their numerous suitcases are immediately taken care of by the crew, who will be in charge of organizing their clothes.
When the guests arrive,
When guests arrive, we ask them if they want us to unpack their suitcases.
unpacked, and then
After that, it is up to them. Either they do it or we do it.
if not, then
It is like a floating hotel, but a luxury hotel.
floating 10-star hotel.
Amy, the youngest of the stewards, takes care of the guests' laundry and has a little trick to keep track of everything.
I am pinning
Here, I'm going to put some pins,
with the guests. Piece of clothing.
especially for the clothes,
Tell
so we can know which cabin it comes from. In fact, each cabin has a color. For example, this is the pink one. There is also the green one,
green cabin.
and this is the owner's bedroom. Claudine, one of Max Azria's guests, discovers the cabin where she will be spending her vacation. A magnificent surprise.
Oh my goodness. I could not have done it better myself. There you go!
There you have it.
I must be dreaming, but it is so well organized. I hate unpacking suitcases. I hate it.
And here, and now I love them. Ah, I love them.
Look at this.
Everything is tidy, and there is nothing lying around.
Just the phone and camera chargers.
Oh no, I am going to come here.
She manages to say. They are so attentive. They are there. They are omnipresent, and sometimes I am even embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Look, everything is here. So when I go back home, I'm going to miss all of this.
His extremely wealthy clients, ready for any extravagance for his sea cruises, generate a business that has taken on phenomenal proportions. What?
It's a map.
His yachts rented at exorbitant prices. Only a handful of billionaires and international stars can afford them. Millions of euros fought over by the renters of these floating palaces. Rental agencies that, behind the scenes, wage a merciless war to attract global icons to their boats. An incredible business that shakes up Saint-Tropez every summer, under the cameras of the whole world. Ingrid Pichardi is a Saint-Tropez local by adoption. She works for a large yacht rental agency. Among her clients are many discreet fortunes, but above all a plethora of stars. We had Pamela Anderson a few years ago. We had Lady Gaga recently. So it's always quite impressive to rent them a yacht. Being photographed on a yacht is the top trend for celebrities who let loose in front of paparazzi lenses. That's for Kate Moss. Too much drinking for Paris Hilton and her friends. Spending your vacation on a yacht is an outward sign of wealth, but it's also a way to show off a cool and relaxed image. It was last May that the star Lady Gaga rented this big yacht from Ingrid in Saint-Tropez. The yacht and all the whims that come with it.
She wanted hot chocolate and fries, but I don't want tea.
In fact, what clients really like most of the time when they rent a yacht is to have everything. That is, to have all the toys. The last order was nice. It was a jet ski. That's the jet ski. The latest toy for billionaires. A toy worth 130,000 euros. It can propel you up to 8 meters above the water at a maximum speed of 22 miles per hour. Basketball player Tony Parker tried it out this summer in Corsica, as did Jean Roch, the king of Saint-Tropez nightlife. They love the thrills, they love having jet skis, they love enjoying all the toys on board. It's always very stressful to have to meet their last-minute demands, the whims of celebrities, actually. Demanding clients like Omar Arfouch, a wealthy 42-year-old Franco-Lebanese businessman, owner of a press group in Ukraine. This weekend, he's passing through Monaco to rent a mega yacht.
No, I'm actually expected. Thank you.
Omar plans to cruise off St. Barth with friends next winter. To make a big impression, he needs a yacht, 50 meters minimum. Pierrick Devis, one of the show's brokers, will try to rent him one of his most spectacular boats.
Hello, sir. Welcome aboard. So, I'm presenting you with a 60-meter yacht.
The St. Laundress is very beautiful.
So, Feedship is considered the Rolls-Royce of yachts. So here it is. Ah, yes, it's with the wine cellar. And I can see that the wine cellar is extraordinary. The owner is very keen on having a bar. You'll see that there's another one further up. Honestly, as soon as I saw the lounge, I've seen boats, but this one is actually very luxurious and the lounge is very well furnished. The dining room is extraordinary. There's a transparent wine cellar, which is rare on yachts because it really was more like a big house than a boat. And I haven't seen everything yet.
And you haven't seen the last of your surprises?
Yeah.
Omar has expensive tastes, but he's not sure about running up the bill just yet. As an experienced renter, he looks for small flaws to lower the price. But here it's hard to nitpick.
Whoa. Oh yes, this is total luxury.
With the walk-in closet.
Ah, yes, indeed. It's a very important detail. Extraordinary. We're arriving at the gymnasium, as you'll see.
And the last big surprise for Omar on this yacht is an exceptional gym.
Oh, I see. This is a real gym.
With a rather pleasant view? Yes.
In fact, when you cross the Atlantic, for example, let's say, at some point you're surrounded by the sea all the time, you see the same people all the time, etc. You need to let off steam, work out and all that. You need a gym. And this is the first time I've seen a gym with a view like this. It's incredible.
This is a boat that costs 380,000 euros a week to charter and 45 million euros to buy.
That's the price, that's what it costs.
So the rental includes the crew and the boat, without the extras.
A very hefty bill, a bit too expensive for our businessman who won't be able to negotiate, even though he really likes the boat.
With a space that's always very popular with guests, which often has sofas, on a boat like this, you could invite a head of state, a king, a prince.
Businessmen, and we could close deals. I think to make a deal, because most businessmen have yachts mainly to be able to invite people. To be able to do more business on a boat like this, I don't think you'll be refused any contracts. I think everything will be settled and people will say, listen, can we come back to make another deal?
Exorbitantly priced yachts, even for charter. But not enough to impress Omar Fuchs. For the past 10 years, he has been renting yachts for his vacations using a well-honed technique.
It's summer, the sun is setting.
With the next broker, he's going to take charge.
Hello? Hello?
How are you?
Very well.
So, I've come to see your boat.
This is Folk, our young broker. He also does charters and offers this 46-meter yacht for 175,000 euros a week.
These are really boats that were made for the European market.
Well, let me tell you. What interests me is seeing it, seeing what condition it's in, because it's not new. Second thing, I'm interested in renting it, and since it's not new, I'd like to see if the price is reasonable, if we want to talk about that kind of thing too.
This time, Omar is determined to try and bring the price down. As soon as the tour begins, he starts checking every little detail.
We're creating an apartment because we have access to the master suite.
Can I try it?
Yes, of course.
The piano is brand new. We can see that this piano has been played recently.
It's tuned.
It's tuned. It just needs a little work, but it's brand new. In my opinion, you need more jet skis than pianos.
Omar then goes to great lengths to point out the boat's flaws.
And here's the owner's cabin. This part, the owner's cabin, is at the front. Then we have the 4 guest cabins, which are in a section of the boat at the back.
Are there other walk-in closets or just one?
Just one.
Just one.
We can separate it like this. We're counting.
So there's no gym, actually? No.
We could potentially set it up in the master suite, but it's not a boat that was designed for that.
Okay.
Rapid-fire questions, but for Folk, it's a wasted visit. In fact, that day, Omar is simply scouting. The smart move is mainly not to rush.
For boats, it's very simple. If you want to rent a boat now, for example, for the branded cruise season, meaning next winter in St. Bart's or elsewhere, it's going to cost you a fortune. If you arrive at the last minute, and you're looking for a boat on the internet or through your contacts, at the last minute, there are always boats available because people have changed their minds or for one reason or another. There always are, and then you can sometimes rent for 50% less. Plus, there's another trick, which is to pay cash. It's even simpler, but well, even in cash for a boat like this that sometimes costs 25,000 euros a day, because fuel sometimes reaches 7,000, I've already had to pay that.
Is it forbidden to refuse cash?
In France. In France, it's forbidden. First of all, it's forbidden to own a boat. It's forbidden to get on a boat. It's forbidden to look at a boat. So here, in France, we're talking about France. I'm speaking in general. And the best way to have a great vacation on a magnificent yacht like this one is to get invited. There you go, you're all set, and what's more, the owners do everything to make you happy.
Well, it's the others.
But it's not just the crew and maintenance that drive up the price of yachts. Owners want to customize them and always demand more. From the color of the hull to that of the cushions. Now all requirements must be met. Make it custom-made and only high-end. A headache for the builders. Here's one of the most prestigious, the Yacht company in the Arcachon Basin. A shipyard that employs 300 people. And this is what the yachts we manufacture here look like. The largest boats from the shipyard are 50 meters long with 500 square meters of living space to accommodate up to 12 people in ultra-modern suites. Eric Robert Pyard, who runs this shipyard, has seen Billionaire's whims multiply, forcing his designer Timo Wetleifer to be increasingly creative.
Today you can see the hull is completely structured, and we've installed the 2 engines, 2 generators, and tanks inside.
Soon we'll install the stabilizers, and by the end of the month, we'll lay the main deck.
And this is where the designer often has to account for the client's grandiose visions.
This entire area will be the living room. It's going to be huge, and you can see a circular area at the back, which will be the boat's dining room. This dining room will be enclosed by sliding glass doors, lined with curtains, creating a very special, almost magical atmosphere in this space.
The living room is often the centerpiece of the boat, where the client wants to impress their guests, as in this second yacht, for example.
This room is going to be exceptional because the windows truly extend from floor to ceiling. So an owner who still wants to enjoy their boat, which is a vehicle on water, not just a palace on land, they'll be sitting on their couch in the living room and will have a panoramic view of the horizon, both to port and starboard.
And on the upper deck, everything has been designed so that the client can dine in the utmost comfort.
So further forward, there will be a dining area. You can see a dumbwaiter, or at least its structure, which will be built into an outdoor kitchen. On the other side, some storage spaces, and at the very front, a small crescent-shaped lounge area that also offers an extraordinary panoramic view.
A luxury that the shipyard must perfect down to the smallest detail. In fact, everything here is made on site, from the yacht's anchors to the cabin mattresses. Each time, dozens of craftsmen are involved. Like this seemingly ordinary bedside table, which is actually made entirely from very precious wood.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
You were with Timo. How far along are we with the furniture for the 50-meter yacht? And have we achieved the quality you wanted?
No, it's fine. Everything's going smoothly as usual. It's well-oiled Seco craftsmanship. It's a precious wood that's extremely expensive. Our designer wanted it to be absolutely perfect. I'd say it's almost 150 to 200 hours of work.
A month's work for a bedside table. At this pace, it takes more than 2 years to build a 50-meter yacht, and there's no question of falling behind schedule. The penalties can be very severe. 2 months before the end of the project, Timo, the designer, presents to Eric, his boss, what will be the final touch added to the boat, the carpet.
So this is a sample made half of wool, the other half of silk. And the pattern was custom made at our request.
The special feature of this model is that it is highly customized, with a high density that prevents chair marks once they are removed, giving it a feel you will not find anywhere else. We can also incorporate logos into it.
It is a carpet that will be made according to the room's volume, so it is completely customized.
However, it is something we will install at the very last moment because it is quite fragile.
We are dealing with very high budgets, over 1,500 euros per square meter.
So we are going to be very careful about what we impose at the last moment.
We will be able to present this to the owner.
And what is this? Is that a big budget for a 50-meter yacht?
Yes, it is colossal.
But building ever larger and more luxurious boats has consequences that may be less visible, but just as spectacular. For instance, the boat is barely built when Belgian captain Francois Apollo and his chief mechanic Manu are already on board, and they are not just there for show.
That is Manu, the boat's engineer, so he is the most important person after the captain. When there is a problem on board, the engineer definitely needs to be present at all times because the owners have high expectations, so the boat really needs to be operational all the time.
In the owner's eyes, the concept of problems should not exist. While they are on board, these are people who have been incredibly successful in life. They have incredible pressure on their shoulders. When they are on board their toys, it is a real vacation. So both we at the shipyard and the crew are here to ensure that the client is satisfied during these rare moments of relaxation.
He is here because, okay, I check the electricity with the detailed plans, all the stuff every day.
If I experience something, I notice a little thing I do not like, I tell the shipyard so we can change it because it is not good.
And someone like Manu, he will know hundreds of fuses on board, hidden in unlikely places. Let us say it is the one for the jacuzzi. Madame and her friend are lounging on the flybridge in the jacuzzi. It stops working. Manu has just a few seconds to react, be in the right place, and get it working again.
And to fix breakdowns in record time, they had to create a technical basement running the entire length of the boat beneath these yachts.
Here is little Marie.
Among the special features of our boat is what we call the tunnel, which is, in quotes, a fifth level below the lower deck, a technical deck.
These are the tunnels in the boats.
A tunnel at the bottom of the hull that allows Manu to work out of sight of the owner and their guests.
At this level of service, we place great importance on properly separating the traffic flow of guests on one side and crew on the other, so that one doesn't interfere with the other. The reverse is also true. The crew, who are professionals at work, shouldn't be hindered by guests making themselves too comfortable either.
I can control the entire amount of diesel fuel, that's the diesel tank. Right next to the base, I like the smooth angles. Here, when I have a problem, I can check if the tangle is clean or not.
Here there are all the valves for fresh water, hot water, and the boats, all the pipes run through here.
This is a good thing because I have plenty of space to work. I have my access point. I can go here in the tunnels and I can see what the problem is. A tunnel like this, and I say it's great, it's fantastic, it's the best.
It's very well done.
A tunnel that also leads to the engine room and its two super powerful engines, which will allow this yacht and its owner to cross the Atlantic in less than 10 days. And when the most incredible whims are combined on a single boat, the result is an exceptional yacht, which was awarded the title of the most beautiful boat of the year at the Monaco Yacht Show. It's called Satori. It's valued at 40 million euros, the price of a luxury townhouse in Paris.
Captain Federico.
And here's the designer who brought the owner's wildest desires to life.
Thank you, hello. Yes, I'm delighted. Shall we take the tour?
Yes, Rémi Tessier designed this boat like a very high-end luxury apartment. Just as the owner wanted, who set no financial limits. So Rémi indulged himself.
Original setup with a view of the sea. Here, for example, these curtains are made of linen and horsehair with a silver thread inside. Entirely handmade, we even created a special loom to ensure there are no seams along the length.
There you have it.
Luxury is a bit like the lining of a jacket. Sometimes it's on the inside, it's there, you know it's there, you can appreciate it, but it's not necessarily what you show off first. You can sum up the world of luxury as I see it by just looking at the underside of the chairs where the finest craftsmanship is hidden. Each veneer sheet is hand-cut, following a very specific shape as it's three-dimensional and non-geometric. So actually, the underside of the seat is almost where the most work is done, since each point has to be adjusted.
Another fantasy design is this table that can be raised or lowered at will, and its illuminated bars. And everything is in keeping with this. Behind the luxury of each piece are unimaginable details. In this living room, for example, the furniture has a special feature.
We can see, for instance, that the elements are quite large, with substantial proportions to ensure something very comfortable. They're all raised off the floor, even with indirect lighting, which means that on a boat, we often move around barefoot so we don't stub our toes on the furniture, which is pretty nice. Let's head to the owner's cabin.
As the ultimate luxury to make the owner feel at home, Remy Tessier designed the Billionaire's entire cabin around a masterpiece from his personal collection.
With the integration of the artwork by artist Yves Klein.
A Klein Blue by the most expensive French artist in the world. And that's not all. The designer has scattered other masterpieces in unexpected places. For example, on the lower deck in this guest cabin.
In the cabin, there's a very minimalist work by Damien Hirst.
A very minimalist work, but with a maximum price of 500,000 euros.
If there's a cherry on top, it's the works of art. Richard Prince.
In this other guest room, a Richard Prince, a young American artist whose value is skyrocketing. And the gallery continues in the next room.
That's a Pomodoro.
So this is the height of luxury in 2011, hanging your most beautiful works of art on your yacht to feel at home during a cruise. Because this boat is reserved for the exclusive use of its owner. Wealthy enough, he doesn't need to rent it out. Here's the owner. Eric, an American businessman. This billionaire from San Diego made his fortune in steel.
Usually owners keep a low profile. He is a discreet guy, but we are very good friends. So generally, things do not go well when the client is not happy. And when he is happy, we say so. Otherwise, if the client is not happy, we usually do not stay friends for long. But we are still friends.
This is my first large.
It is my first yacht, a good experience.
It's been a good experience.
And what is the special pleasure of owning a yacht?
Well, I think
The greatest pleasure is creating something you really like and sharing it with friends.
it was all about.
That is what I did this summer, and it was really fantastic.
Where did you go?
Mainly in the Mediterranean.
We also did the Adriatic, Montenegro, Croatia. It was great. We really had a good time. There are many very rich, very lonely people because inevitably money isolates. And then generally many of them are quite selfish. Eric, on the other hand, has friends. And if the rich are so attached to yachts, it is also because they give them great freedom.
For example, to participate or not, depending on their mood, in those big, very important person parties that punctuate summer on the French Riviera. We are in the Bay of Cannes. A prestigious party is being organized by an American billionaire. No fewer than 500 guests have taken over the dance floor. Businessmen and artists among a bevy of pretty girls. Hand-picked guests, because for the very important people, it is mainly an opportunity to expand their network and be seen. It is an honor, a great honor to be part of this exceptional charity event. But among all these distinguished guests that evening, a notable invitee is missing. Max Azria, our king of ready-to-wear, was indeed at the party, but he only stayed for a few minutes. We find him aboard Soit on the phone, the billionaire apologizing to his friends who are looking for him.
Yes, I left the party. It was wonderful. That's really kind. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, okay, I was there, I met a lot of people, elites. It was very good. You see a lot of people.
A wonderful party, perhaps, but Max preferred to return to his yacht. With his shirt unbuttoned, he can have a light dinner, away from all the socializing that reminds him of business. You didn't have dinner?
No, I declined dinner because the food on the boat is better. You should always choose the best.
A yacht where our food-loving billionaire can finally enjoy his dessert and a moment of peace, watching the fireworks display over the bay. It's for memories like this that he chooses to spend his vacations aboard a mega yacht every year.
Where I am, it's paradise. There's a breeze, there's a bit of spectacle, the weather is beautiful. So nowhere can be better than here. And it's sublime. It seems like it was made for me, just for me.
And so, thanks to his yacht, he'll cruise from port to port in search of the most popular spots without ever mingling with the holiday crowds. The very next morning, for instance, Max will wake up off the coast of Capri, Italy, the yacht having made the crossing overnight. On the piers of Monaco, we meet up with Punk, our young broker. The weekend is ending and he still hasn't sold anything. So he's hustling with his colleagues to find buyers and finally pocket a commission.
He contacted me and said, I want to see some bargain boats, 35, 40 meters, 2 million euros. It's not easy at that price, but oh well.
A wealthy Italian wants to buy a used yacht, but for a maximum of 2 million euros. While on average, these mega yachts are worth 4 times as much. For this budget, Folke has indeed found this yacht. The interior is impeccable, but the boat has a flaw that could prove ruinous if not paid attention to. Folke will nevertheless try to sell it to Pierre, the on-site representative of the Italian buyer, with one argument. At this price, it's impossible to find better.
Given the price, I don't think so, but the owner wants to get rid of the boat quickly. It's been on the market for a while now, so he's lowered the price significantly to make it attractive. And it's the cheapest ones that sell first.
But for Pierre, who knows his stuff, at only 2 million euros, there must be a catch.
Where are the boat's flaws?
It's a used yacht, so just like with a car, Pierre wants to check a strategic point. A quick inspection in the engine room. But they're surprised the engines are almost brand new.
It's the 2,250s that have about 800 hours, I believe. It's not outrageous.
Only 30 days at sea. Yacht has barely been used, and yet it's really well powered.
Which one is it?
The engine, the generators.
And that's where the problem lies. The engines are far too fuel hungry. That's why the seller is in a hurry to get rid of it by slashing the price. Barely back up, Pierre calls his Italian client to dissuade him from buying.
Okay, see you tonight.
Because these are boats that consume 1,000 liters per hour.
So with diesel at 0.80, if you run it for an hour, that's already 800 euros per hour.
So from Monaco, you go to Saint-Tropez, have lunch at Club 55, 2 hours round trip. Your salad has already cost you 4,000 euros.
That's expensive lettuce, and every time you go out, the bill skyrockets. You have a crew of 5, which already accounts for half the boat's budget.
And in the end, with the berth and everything, managing this boat costs around €500,000 a year. So even if the boat costs 2 million euros, you'll need to do your calculations over 5 years to pay for the boat.
Pierre, yeah, thanks for your visit.
For Folk, it's a miss.
All right, go ahead. There's a lounge downstairs.
Immediately, the young broker starts making phone calls. He needs to find a buyer as quickly as possible, because other agents are in contact with the owner, and he might lose the deal.
The sun and the layout from front to back, it's not bad. It's not bad, and I wonder if it might go for 1.5 million.
No time to waste for Folk, who is surprised. At the same time, his colleague Jeremy arrives on board the same boat with this Danish couple. And in the yacht business, it's like in real estate, no favors. The first one to find a buyer gets the commission. As it happens, this wealthy Dane wants to change yachts. And the fuel bill doesn't scare him. What do you do for a living?
I'm a farmer. I'm in agriculture.
Really?
A big farmer, but a farmer nonetheless.
A big client? Jeremy won't let this opportunity slip away.
With the Pullman, the one.
You know what I also should have done? The first thing
While touring, the young broker highlights the yacht's strong point. A 40-meter yacht that's barely been at sea with 8 cabins, all for just 2 million euros. New, it would have cost 4 times as much.
Very good.
The deal seems to be going very well. Jeremy is smiling. He's on the verge of earning a 200,000 euro commission. His client is won over.
We like the size, not so much the design.
But that's why it costs half as much as ours.
And are you interested?
Yes, because of the price.
On the way out, Jeremy meets his colleague Folk, to whom he has just handed over the deal. In this game, the best brokers can earn up to 1 million euros a year. Astronomical amounts, yet in the ultra-luxurious world of yachts, there are always good deals to be made. And a good deal is exactly what Omar Fauk is looking for. Remember, our press millionaire who's looking for a yacht for next winter. Next. In the meantime, over the weekend, he's just found a very good deal in Beaulieu-sur-Mer. It's this yacht, the Castava.
And you?
I'm fine.
If you have another 30 meters, triple deck for 4,500 euros a day. That's half the usual price. Omar, our luxury bargain specialist, has his own little tricks. First, he stopped by the caterer. No need for a cook? As a result, the crew is reduced to 2 people.
It's an exclusive special series. For tonight, for dinner.
No, it's great. The gentleman does everything. When he comes like this, it takes some work off our hands.
And this way, it's the assurance of not missing the target.
But what really brings down the price of this floating palace for 10 people is that Omar is the first client on board. The boat is brand new, having left the shipyard only 10 days ago. In exchange for a good price, Omar is helping the owners with the first sea trials.
I'm practically the first one to break it in, to try it out, since it's really brand new, and I've been very lucky to be able to do it. And in fact, it's also important for the company managing it to have someone who's experienced and to get a little idea of how the boat performs. Because with boats, there are always touch-ups to be made afterwards, things to correct, etc. And then the crew also trains with me when I'm here, okay? Let's meet in the kitchen. Do you want to prepare breakfast with us?
It's done.
It's done. Let's go up. Everything's ready. All that's left is to make your coffee. So let's go up.
Omar may have rented at a discount, yet he's going to be just as picky as any billionaire. To start, let's head to breakfast to test the efficiency of the onboard service.
To follow Arnaud's program? As you wish, tell me. We'll be ready to leave in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If we can go to the bay of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat? Because the sea is very calm today, I'd like to go jet skiing.
As soon as you've finished your breakfast, you can go.
All right, very good.
I'm ready to leave in 15 minutes.
Okay, I'll let you know in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Two crew members are the minimum needed to maneuver this kind of sea monster. It will still take 45 minutes to get the yacht out of the port. Enough time for Homard to perfect his flawless tan.
So here we are, arriving in the harbor of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. This is where I spend almost all my summers. I have a house, but it's not here, it's on the other side of the peninsula. Here you can see some extraordinary houses, actually. It's the most expensive side of Saint-Jean. I'm on the more modest side. For example, you can see over there the famous villa of Paul Allen and Bill Gates, where Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie took refuge when she was pregnant. The one on the left is the Rothschild Villa. And the one on the right, it's there.
After his sunbath, Homard is going to test the onboard toys, starting with the boat's jet ski. Even at half price, there's bound to be some. It's the basic gadget for billionaires who spend their weekends at sea.
I'm ready. We're not going to go fast.
No, there's no problem.
Just to take a little spin.
But the principle with a yacht is to show off. So Homard never enjoys his boats alone. That evening, he invited 2 female friends for dinner.
Shall I give you a tour?
Yes.
You're enjoying yourself.
Arno, are you coming with us?
I'm right behind you.
Okay, that's great. 8 p.m., Homard Fouch has taken off his jet ski suit and gotten dressed to the nines. He met up with his girlfriend, Julia Lobova, a Russian model, and one of her friends. So this is our room.
Yeah, that's our bedroom, the bathroom. You can even steer from here. Yes, Champagne, it's done.
For the price of this day at sea, Homard could have rented a luxury villa for a week. But for him, there's no comparison.
We're at home, meaning it's the house that moves. We don't have to be dressed up all the time, take the car, see people, etc. We stay at home. It's like having a house that goes from one place to another.
You can swim too.
Yes, you can swim, of course.
It's great being around the sea. But yachting is also a way of life, with sometimes very special memories. Personnel.